Okay, so we're going to talk about ebonizing wood. This is white oak, which I'm making a piece of furniture out of white oak, rustic piece. That's going to be a beautiful piece. And I want to ebonize it. So ebonizing wood it works great with oak, red oak, white oak, either one. This being white oak, it is very high in what we call tannic acid. And tannic acid, well, it reacts to iron oxide. And so what we're going to do is create an iron oxide solution to ebonize this oak. And this is how we're going to do it. So this is a mason jar, a half-gallon. The reason I'm doing a half-gallon because once I've made this, I can use it for a long period of time. And this will get dark. What I did is I put steel wool in the mason jar and I poured vinegar in the jar. Now I didn't put the lid on tight because if you look close, there's little bubbles coming up and you don't want that to expand and to during the reaction and to bust the glass, the jar. So that's important. And most people say this needs to sit for about 10 days for it to work. But yet at the same time, I've done this for years. And I can tell you, you do not have to wait for 10 days. I would say after 8 or 10 days, the steel wool will be dissolved and it'll leave like a sludge in the bottom and you can strain that out. But right now, this has been in here for about 16 hours. That's about it. No longer than that. The water is still clear, but does it still work? Is the iron oxide, see the bubbles coming through that? That's an interaction, a response between the steel, the iron in the steel wool, and the acidic nature of the vinegar. You can use just about any vinegar that you would like. It could be wine vinegar, apple cider vinegar, just any type of vinegar. So let's put this to the test. This is white oak, very high in tannic acid. Most oaks are. And whether it's cherry, mahogany, poplar, different lumbers are going to be high in tannic acid. But oak is very good with tannic acid. Walnut is as well. And also species like locust trees. So let's put this inside this clear liquid and let's see how long it takes it to turn ebonized or black. So I'm not going to hold it in there long, and let's watch this happen right before our eyes. It's turning fairly quick, don't you think? And this is just a dowel that I hand cut on the shaving bench, the draw bench. You can see where the drips are running down. Amazing how quickly this works. This is not magic. This is just the reaction between the tannic acid in the oak and the iron oxide in the vinegar that's been extracted. So anytime you see where you have to soak the steel wool for 10 days and the water, or the vinegar has to change color before you can use it, and the steel wool has to be dissolved, that's just not true. Already we have iron oxide in the vinegar. As you can see very clearly, this is working very fast. Within a minute, you have a fantastic color. Now, I dipped the other side in about 5 minutes ago, and this is how dark it is, and it's almost completely dry. And when that sands off, it'll make a nice finish once the oil goes on. As you can see, it's dark. This is what we just did about a minute and a half ago. Ebonizing wood can give you a beautiful, beautiful piece of furniture. Again, this is not sanded. This is just a rough piece. But as you can see, a major distinction between where it was dipped in and where it was not. And these have no toxic chemicals in them at all. No petroleum. Just a natural way. And this looks phenomenal on flooring and furniture and even doors. It's amazing what it will do for doors. Beautiful, beautiful work when it's completed. So that's about 2 minutes. And we have a beautiful ebonizing. It'll keep getting darker. So thank you for watching. Hope this helps.